What's up guys, it's me Mo here. Today we are going to be doing nails. We're going to do it in a press-on nail fashion. I was inspired by these nails on Pinterest to do this. So it's going to be basically a reinforced type of press-on nails that you can make yourself at home, and I'm going to show you how. Here's nail prep. First things first, I'm going to clip my nails. If you're on a long nail journey, don't clip your nails, just file them, which is going to be the next thing I do, just to try and seal the ends of the nails and make sure to go in the same direction. In the beginning was going in the wrong direction. I always go towards the outer part of my hands. That's always just like what I remember, so I always try to go that way. And then next, you're going to buff the nail lightly. If you're on a long nail journey, I'm not, but I also just want to take care of my nails a little more. And they tend to be thin regardless of my buffing, but I still want to give them some strength. Try to go on a lighter grit. This is actually a smoothing block, but this is the roughest side of the smoothing block, so it'll give it a little bit of texture for the nail glue to stick to. I actually use super glue, but that's not the point. And now I'm going in with, you can use a dehydrator if you have it. I use rubbing alcohol because I can. I use 70% rubbing alcohol because it's good for using as slip solution as well as dehydrating your nail bed. And now we're going to make the sort of press-on part of the nail. If you actually make these, because I'm using regular tips, you can buy ones that are pre-shaped, and I would say those are super easy, and I would recommend you get those as long as you can see if you can make sure, because if you're ordering offline it's going to be kind of hard, that they're a thicker kind, and then you can paint those yourself. But for me, I need fortitude, and I'm going to actually reinforce it with Polygel, and I'll show you how I did that. So just make sure you go through all of your fingernails and actually size them up correctly. Like my index finger and my ring finger are very similar in size, but on the other hand, they're not going to be the same, oddly enough. So be careful when you're choosing your sizes. Make sure you size them up good, and especially if you're making them from tips like me. Next, I'm going to shape them. And for the style of nail you saw, it was a short natural nail. One of the nails were actually just natural nails with like clear gel on them. So I'm trying to go for that type of look. So I just go to the base of my finger and just cut into like a little triangle, little Catwoman claw type shape. And then I will smooth it and round it with my... Don't think about how beat up my nail file is. Just think about the fact that it gets it done. And that's why I'm still using it, because I cannot find another one that does it so good. And I got this from a kit from the Moravan Polygel nail kit that you get on Amazon. I love that kit. I have so many things of that have actually ran out, but I still use as much as I still have. Like you'll see when I prep the nail for Polygel, I will actually use like the base coat and the primer. So now you see that I am buffing the nail itself, just like I did with my actual nails. It's a very similar thing where you want it to have a little bit of texture for the product to stick to. And also you would like to dehydrate it as well, just in case I got any oils on it from my fingers. And also just to get any of the extra debris and dust from when you were filing it, and get that off of there. And you see I've been doing my other hand along the process, but we're not focusing on that hand, okay? And then you let it dry because it is wet. And then you see this is the primer I use from my Moravan gel. That kit is really good. It's like $50, and it comes with literally everything you need in multiple colors. It even came with the UV lamp you'll see me use. So yeah, put it all over, and then you use your base coat after waiting a couple seconds. Make sure you get every inch of this on your fingers if you want to make sure that your polygel does not lift. I would also say the same thing with buffing. Make sure you buff as much of the surface as possible, because that's where you're going to get lifting. Natural nail and the quote-unquote press-on nails that we made. And then you just cure that for 60 seconds. And yeah, so with your polygel that you're going to put on top, it can be whatever kind of polygel you want. Like I'm using mine for both color and strength because I like a nice natural color. And I bought actually this polygel from a cart separate, and it works well with the polygel stuff that I got from Moravan as well. I just kind of roughly estimate a gloop and put it on my finger. And then this is all just going to be technique that I cannot really explain to you. I do a lot of tapping, and at the end, like where I get to like everything's mostly in the spot I want it to be in, then I start sliding a bit, but you need a lot more slip solution. Again, I'm using 70% rubbing alcohol as my slip solution, and I try to tap it off and make sure there's no extra polygel that might glop up on my brush, not on there. So it's a lot of tapping to get everything in place, and then sliding, gently sliding at the end when it gets to everything being in the place of me wanting to smooth it out. And then I'll just literally let it self-level, let it sit there, and it'll get nice and smooth. So patience is key, so make sure you have some time for this. I'm only going to show you the thumb because of how long it takes, and I'm just going to let you chill to whatever music I edited and you can watch me finish this nail. All right, now we're into the curing phase. Do 60-second cure of each nail once you're finished, and then a 60-second cure for like the rest of your hand once you're finished, just to give them that solid cure. I know that like the more cured it is, the better. I don't think they can explode or crack or anything. And then you wipe off the sticky layer, and then you get to filing. So before you get to take the sticky layer off, because I had to do this for a couple nails, if you find any crevices that might have cured, just fill it in with the polygel while it's still sticky, and it'll mix right in. It'll be nice and smooth. And then you can file out the top of your nails if you haven't let it, like if you didn't get to let it level, or if you did let it level and there was some divots you didn't notice, you can just file those right out. And then once you file them, also fix your shape. When you do the polygel, it kind of makes your shape a little misshapen because the polygel will shape it. So it's good to go over and file the edges. And then wipe it down with the alcohol. And then I am finishing this off with some clear nail polish. This is not actually like a UV gel. This is regular nail polish. You can actually do that. Don't let them think that you have to have UV nail gel in order to finish your nails. But if you have that, it is stronger. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I put some you can use whatever oil you want. This is just a body oil that I had that smells really good. And then I am finished. It just hydrates the cuticles after you have traumatized them. I think they look really good. If you like this type of content, subscribe for more.